Hello everyone, this is Salagna, your maths mentor. Welcome to Math Cafe. Today we are going to begin a very interesting chapter of class 10, that is triangles. The other chapters are uploaded, so please go through the links given in the description box. So today we'll cover in triangle the similarities of triangle. So before starting the similarity of triangle, let's remind you some basic properties of triangle. So let's get started. As you know, a figure enclosed within three sides is known as the triangle. The 3 points A, B, C are known as the vertices of the triangle, and AB, BC and AC are the three sides within which the triangle is enclosed. So, the main property of the triangle is angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree. Second is the sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. That means if we are taking AB plus BC, it is always greater than AC. If AB plus BC is less than AC, so the triangle is not possible. And the next property, let's move to the next property. The next property is if AB is less than BC, is less than CA, then the opposite angles, the opposite angle of AB is angle C, then we can say angle C is less than angle A is less than angle B. Similarly, if AB is greater than BC, is greater than CA, then we can say angle C is greater than angle A is greater than angle B. And you know, these are the interior angles of the triangle. So, these are some basic properties of triangle. Now, let's move to the similarity of triangle. You all know two figures having the same shape but not necessarily the same size are called similar figures. All congruent figures are similar, but all similar figures are not congruent. Similarity of two triangles. In which case we can say two triangles are similar. If all three angles of the triangle are similar and the corresponding sides of the angles are in proportion, then we can say our triangles are similar. Here you can see in the example, triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A equals to angle D, angle B equals to angle E, and angle C equals to angle F. So, if all three angles of one triangle equal to all three angles of the other triangle, then those two triangles are known as equiangular triangles. And the ratio of any two corresponding sides in two equiangular triangle is always same. That means if A equals to D, B equals to E and C equals to F, we can say that AB by DE, because AB and DE are corresponding sides, equals to AC by DF. This equals to BC by EF. This is known as similarity of triangles. Similarity is totally different from congruency. In congruency, all the angles should be same and all the sides should be same. But here, sides should be in proportion. So, based on the similarity, some theorems are there. First one is our basic proportionality theorem, or we can say this Thales theorem. What is the theorem? The theorem states that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. As you can see in the figure ABC, D is a point, D is dividing AB in some ratio. A line D is drawn, it is intersecting AC at point E. So, what we have to prove? AD by BD is equal to AE by C. This is the thing we have to prove. So, before proving the theorem, we have to do some construction. So, let's join B and CD and draw perpendiculars EN to AB and DM to AC. So, now how will prove this theorem? Let us consider triangle ADE and BDE. So, what is the area of triangle ADE? Equals to half AD into EN. So, this equals to half AD into EN. Similarly, if we consider triangle BDE, what is the area? Area of BDE equals to half BD and the perpendicular distance. DN is perpendicular from E to AB. So, it is EN. So, if we divide area ADE by area BDE, what we'll get? This equals to half AD into EN divided by half BD into EN. So, half EN is cancelled. So, this is equal to AD by BD. And now, if we consider triangle ADE and CED, what is the area of ADE? We can take half AE into DM here, and the area of CED is equal to half CE into DM. So, similarly, area of ADE divided by area of CDE. This equals to half AE into DM and this divided by half CE into DM. So, this will be cancelled. What will left? AE by C. So, here look at triangle EDB and triangle CED. Both the triangles have equal base, that is DE. DE is the base, similar base, and it is within two parallel lines D and BC. So, we can say the area of EDB equals to the area of CDE. So, area of AD, both the areas are equal, and area of BD equals to area of CD. So, we can say area ADE divided by area BDE equals to area ADE divided by area CD. So this means AD by BD equals to AE by C. So this is the thing we have to prove. So now it is proved. Isn't it simple? Now let's move to the next theorem. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. This is just opposite of the previous theorem. Here what is given? In triangle ABC, AD by BD equals to AE by C. We have to prove DE is parallel to BC. So what we have to do here? We have to assume or draw a line DF here and assume that D is not parallel to BC. This DF is parallel to BC. So after proving the previous theorem, what we have proved? If two lines are parallel, that means here we are assuming DF and BC are parallel. So what is the condition? If these two lines are parallel, AD by BD equals to AF by C. But it is given that AD by BD equals to AE by C. So as AD by BD equals to F by C, here AD by BD equals to AE by C. So we can write, this implies that AF by CE equals to AE by C. And as E and F are on line AC, so it has to coincide. Both the lines should coincide. Otherwise, this line is false. But we have proved this is true. So, E and F are same point. Or we can say E and F will coincide. As E and F will coincide each other, so we can say if AD by BD equals to AE by C, then DE is parallel to BC. Because we have assumed DF is parallel to BC, E and F are same points, so DE is parallel to BC. I hope both the theorems are clear to you. So, let's solve some questions so that you will be more clear. I hope you are liking the video. So, let's get started. Fill in the blanks using the correct word given in the brackets. All circles are dash, congruent or similar. Circles are always in same shape. It may be different in size, but the shape is same. So we can say all circles are similar. To be congruent, the radius should be same. Because here radius is not mentioned, we can say all circles are similar. Similarly, second question, all squares are dash, similar or congruent. In case of squares also, the shape is always equal because all sides are equal. The size may vary, but shape is equal. So all squares are also similar. Next question, all dash triangles are similar, isosceles or equilateral. So you know, to be similar, the shape of the figure should always same. But in case of isosceles triangle, we cannot say the shapes are always same because the angle of isosceles triangle, or you can say the equal angles, may vary. But in equilateral triangle, all angles are same. So for every equilateral triangle, the shape is always same. So we can say equilateral triangles are always similar. Next question. Two polygons of the same number of sides are similar. Polygons of same number of sides. That means its shape should be same if their corresponding angles are dash and the corresponding sides are dash. You know, if the angles are equal, then the shapes will be equal. So the corresponding angle should be equal and the corresponding side are proportional here. Now let's move to the next question. In a figure, ABC are points on OP, OR and OQ. So O is a point here, PQR triangle is given and ABC are points on OP, OQ and OR such that AB is parallel to PQ, AC is parallel to PR. It is given. We have to show BC is parallel to QR. So let us consider triangle POQ. In triangle POQ, what is parallel to what? AB is parallel to PQ. So as AB is parallel to PQ, we can say AO by AP is equal to BO by BQ according to theorem 1. And in case of triangle POR, if we consider triangle POR, here AC is parallel to PR. So as AC is parallel to PR, we can say AO by AP is equal to OC by CR. This is also according to theorem 1. So AO by AP equals to BO by BQ and here AO by AP equals to OC by CR. So from these two equations we'll get BO by BQ is equal to OC by CR. So as BO by BQ, here BO by BQ equals to OC by CR. So from theorem 2, according to theorem 2, we can say BC is parallel to QR. Hence, it is proved. Isn't it simple? Now let's move to the next question. In this figure, or you can see in triangle PQR, D is parallel to OQ. This D is parallel to OQ and DF is parallel to OR. We have to prove that EF is parallel to QR. So let's consider triangle PQO. In triangle POQ, or you can say PQO, here DE is parallel to OQ. So as DE is parallel to OQ, we can say that this implies that PE by EQ equals to PD by OD. Now let's move to triangle PRO. In triangle POR, our DF is parallel to OR. So as DF is parallel to OR, we can say PD by OD equals to PF by FR. So PD by OD equals to PF and FR. So here PD by OD equals to PE by EQ, and here PD by OD equals to PF by FR. So from these two equations, what we'll get? PE by EQ equals to PF by FR. So as P by EQ, this by this equals to PF by FR, then we can say EF is parallel to QR. This implies that EF is parallel to QR. So, proved. If you apply simple logic, then you can solve all these type of questions very easily. I hope you are enjoying the video. So please like my video and do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications. So work hard, keep studying and do a lot of practice.